Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Andreen. Hey, Andreen. What's up? Boy. Morning, pumpkin. What go on? I come to talk a few things. Mm-hmm. I come to talk a few things on this here Good Friday. First of all, I hope your household is blessed. Good morning, Kerry. I hope your household is blessed. I hope you are enjoying your Easter. Let me close this window. I'm gonna get a background noise. But you see, the situation that happened in Miami make me feel like come out and talk a few things. Yeah. Hold on a second. Yes, it make me feel like come out and talk a few things this morning that I think need to be said. Yes, a few things this morning that I think needs to be said. I'm gonna turn on my camera. Hold on one second. Let me turn on my camera. Let me turn on my camera just so you guys can see me for a moment. Okay. Just so you guys can see me for a moment. Good morning. Good morning. Yes. Put you on my stand there. Good morning. When I ever put on a little makeup or not, I just moisturize my face. And come on, bathe and fresh out everything and come on. Because the period of Easter has had me extremely reflective. And I've been thinking a lot about the things that have happened leading up to our Easter break. And the more I think about it, the more my eyes open up. And I just feel like when I saw what happened with the femicide in Florida with the vice mayor or deputy mayor, whatever you call the mayor, from Haiti, whose Jamaican husband. I'm not gonna answer this lady, I'm not gonna answer her yet. Whose Jamaican husband took her life. It just pressed me to speak on these things even more. How much? Hold on there, people. Come, I can't bother with them. I'm not in the mood. Give me a second. Give me a second, people. Because when you're not a part of a community and you are trying to be a part of a community, like, you don't just run in and start. Hold on there. Yeah, she was born in America, but she's from Haitian background, isn't that right, Anna? Isn't her background her family from Haiti? But one is Jamaican for sure. Hold on one sec. Enough of you. Damn trolls everywhere. Yeah. So it got me thinking about the fact that the enemies that we often look for are so much closer than you think. They are so much closer than you think, right? So much closer than you think. Big up yourself, bro Shaka. A whole heap of people are busy looking for enemies on the outside, are busy pointing fingers and telling people who are enemies, when the enemies are closer than you think. I've reflected on my experience here on social media, and especially since I've been identified with Planka Shop, and I'm going to talk this morning. As somebody who came on social media because I was inspired to do so by another social media personality who I followed for years. But then I was focusing on my own topics that I like, the things I was interested in, always interested in the Caribbean diaspora, always interested in what was happening across that space. If you scroll back on my channel, my original videos were all about Trinidad and Young Boss. If you don't know who Young Boss is, Kevon, who was murdered. I monetized from that. But then I used to post a lot about Brit. Brit, I was a big fan of Brit. Everything Brit used to post. I monetized from that on Facebook. All of that before I started to talk about anything to do with the shop. See, the moment I start talking about the shop now, the dynamics changed. And all kinds of people came out of the woodworks to attack HDK. All kind of people came out from the woodworks to attack HDK. Mind you, HDK was speaking on a lot of topics to do with the shop. And it was often about defending the behavior of one person who I saw as a good person, who was doing so much for Jamaica. And when you look around, all the people who were going against this person, they weren't doing any such works. They were just busy tearing down that one person. Now, certain matters I would speak on to bring clarity, and certain matters I leave alone. You understand? Hey, Dawn. And as I grew in social media and started to explore other things, as like, something really and truly me can't bother with the negativity, because this is one part of the diaspora that attracts a lot of negativity. Anything to do with the shop, one whole heap of negative energy come at you. A whole lot of negative energy. And I'm not always in the mood for it. So I would often take myself away and go talk about other things. Sometimes I talk about topics that are not even trending because they're a passion for me. You understand? And I would just focus on that. Now, the other day, when certain things took place, I realized that there was a penultimate theme, and I'm not going to go into the details. Because when I came out to once again speak on behalf of the shop, speak on a matter that would realign the thoughts of others into thinking that, listen, there is more than one perspective here, and something to think about is worthy of discussion, which was in benefit of the shop. Out came all kinds of individuals who were supposed to be close to the shop. And instead of recognizing the good in that discussion that would have benefited the shop, them come out for HDK, who was speaking good things on behalf of the shop. The theme being, who is the enemy? Now, the way my God work, I don't have a fight. Even though sometimes I come out and fight, I disobey God when I do that, When I come out and go out with myself, I disobey God. Because him often tell me don't respond. I may disobey and I come out and I respond. But either way you take it, you see, when I don't respond, it doesn't take long. No, bro, Shaka, I'm not supposed to talk good about the shop. No, this is the part that I find very, very strange, in that the people who are supposed to be for the shop are the ones who come out for me, because me I talk good about the shop. Now, what is really the core of that issue? What is really the problem there? It's not that I'm talking good about the shop or the things I'm saying, you know. It's who is saying it. It's who is saying it. So like I said, the common theme is, who is the enemy? So there is this page on Facebook. Hold on. How we go going on it? There is this page on Facebook that has gone out of its way to troll certain people on social media. You know who owned the page, at least at first. And this page is called The Wretched. You know this page? See it here? Right? That page, right? So this page, it started to follow me. It follow one whole heap of people. It follow me. I block it instantly because I don't want to be reminded about this crosses girl here. I don't want to be reminded about she. So I block it. I don't want to see no page where I refer to she. Well, whoever own the page get up in their feelings now, because I block it. When you go through the page, after it get black, the majority of the contents is about HTK. The majority. Remember, you know, the page come presenting, say it a go after the rich, and our friend them. But now the page do a 180 and appear HTK up on the page. So anyway, because I'm on my personal profile, so I can see it, and none of you know what my personal profile is. None of you know. So even when you think you block me, I can see you. Anyway, this page come up now. And on the 7th of March, it pin one comments on the top there so. Say HTK, what's up? Sing it with me, girl. You know the same foolishness what them that say about my man. It has sing that. I never busy with that, because that done and gone. But listen to what this page is saying. Listening, I'm going to repeat it. Let me understand something. So I'm reading the status. See the status there? All right. HTK, let me understand something. You out here doing exactly what every other blogger been doing for years, creating drama and stirring up the pot every 5 minutes and then acting like somehow above everybody else. And that's why people keep saying you know better than the rest of them. If I didn't know better, I would think you want the internet all for yourself. At the same time, it looks like you reaping off Donna followers and running around calling people graduates like it's something big, when really it's the same people just circulating around everywhere over and over again. Donna might not be the most intelligent person online, but she built a massive following, and now here you come trying to look like the educated version of Donna. at the same time kissing ass and sucking up to her. Out of everybody online, you the one moving like a little puppy, trying to be the teacher's pet, while everybody else just minding their own business and doing their own thing. I really don't know why some of you love this kind of foolishness so much that it is really to gain from it. Some of you really think you know people you never even met or dealt with in real life, and that's the funniest part of all this mess. So tell me again, who really the wretch out here? Listening up. Then it put up picture, AI picture. That's supposed to be me with me curly hair. I want all her followers. Let me tell you this. I have been ignoring this page, and this page has been poking, It's not the B. I thought it was the B because of how it was written, with the caps. I thought it was Queen Bee. It's not her. It's not her. It isn't her. So I will retract that. You understand? I received a message after I said that it was the B that owned this page based on how it was written. I received a message in my inbox. I'm not going to say who told me the message or who gave me the message. And the person, yes, blessings, the person that they said that they know on the page is somebody that claims that they're close to the shop. Now, because I can't hardcore pin it down just yet, because I'm working on it, and not coming out here and saying what the person implied. But the person implied is the person close to the shop. Hey, boy. So when I made a status on my page and I said, you would think that you were busy. Instead of you have created a whole page dedicated to me. Everybody assumed I was talking about T-Gal. But then I talk about she. Notice I never responded to any of you when I say, oh, that obsessed girl and Ray, me not answer no. Because I was not talking about her. But I wonder what the lady would think about this. If she knew it was you. Because Uno seemed to be more nervous about letting go than me, Because let me tell you something. Many have come out trying to paint me as the enemy of the shop, and to date, no evidence. It is a preoccupation with some of you. And that is why I deliberately often stay away from topics coming in the shop and talking too much and Ray because my name I go call. Because the rest of you are so jealous and so obsessed and so sick in our head that on the thing say, I am going to die if my name don't call. Check my record. The majority of my content with over 10K views have nothing to do with the shop. And the majority of the people who are watching those videos have nothing to do with the shop. But your aim is to isolate, to remove any support, to get rid of anybody who is in this person's corner. Because you want the person to bear the brunt of the online attacks, the cyberbullying and cyberstalking without anybody behind her to offer her support. Because really and truly, these people who claim they are fans are house enemies. Because the enemy is closer than you think. It irks them so much that the lady may acknowledge me. It hurt them so much that them dedicate time to craft this long spiel, this stream of consciousness, because the way it hurt them, them couldn't even write it in a paragraph, But you, the person who is suspected at owning this page, I blocked you. I blocked you. Because you were constantly coming out here and being an irritant, and I blocked you. So before I cuss you, I blocked you. So that I don't have to look upon you. And you can carry on doing your foolishness, and I don't have to see you in my main page. You understand? Because who was more attention seeking than you out here? Who was more greedy for her followers than you out here? Who was so up her ass more than you out here? Me never come on line about nobody. No. Before I get rejected, I take with myself. Try know that. The time you spend investing in me, you're going to do something with yourself. Because if it is that you were so busy doing your own thing, you wouldn't have to hide, create another page, pretend as though you are staying in your lane. But you're really a mess with people. We're in at the shop. For let out your feelings, your little hurt feelings. This is an act of betrayal and cowardice. Because you can't say it with your full chest anymore. So now you have to go do things like this. Me see one other page I follow me block it same way, sitting about obsession with 99 and sitting like so me block that. Because I'm not into no foolishness. You understand? But who is the real enemy? Put that aside. We're done with that. Often if you're busy looking at the obvious enemies and thinking the one over there so that's screaming at them don't like you, and the one over there is that busy tarnish your name, and so you're thinking these people are the enemies. And when you really take a stock, the enemies that you are facing are right in your household, right beside you. You either sleep with them or you're on the phone with them and chat every day. They're the ones that to your face, they will be the nicest, the sweetest. Call you sister or brother. But behind the scenes, they hate you. They resent you. They're busy building factions and division. But they're not brave enough to do it with them full face. They're just looking for a moment. A moment when you're just unaware for do the things them. They like to say, me say, look how what they were busy trying to celebrate. Say, yes, them finally find something that show that HDK is their enemy. Nothing it was. Not one thing it was. But hear what? The way I look at things, planting seeds of doubt, and if the seed plant, that means that the seed is done for plant long time, and anybody want to believe nothing over something, them can galang. You understand that? Because I am not afraid to lose anybody on this here social media. Nobody. Because I know who I am. There are people who may be close to you and acting as though they are loving your progress, celebrating with you, and really and truly they are jealous of you to the core. They look at you and they see your insufficiencies. Notice what that post say, because I want you to look at not just what it's saying, but what it's not saying. Oh, the lady is not the most intelligent on the app. But still, so don't them call her. This is their inner guts coming out. And God used me to bring it out. That's okay. You understand? Because why point out about whether or not the lady is intelligent? What that for? Because really and truly you look down on her. And you don't want her to thrive. And you don't want her to succeed. And you don't want her to excel. So you want to use me to beat she. You understand? By the time these kind of things come up, I just go through like it and I block them. Because you're not my people. And just to show you that, I genuinely do not care if I lose people who believe this kind of crap. You can go. Very, very much so. The door is open. You can exit, unsubscribe, unfollow, keep it moving. Because unlike some of you, I don't depend on this for bread. This is a sideline, a hustle, an extra. But it's not my main income at all. I can shut this down tomorrow and my standard of living will never drop. You understand? So when you guys are thinking that you're creating harm for HDK, when your bowels are showing, just know that the God that I serve is going to turn it right back to you and is going to expose you. Right? So, like I said, the enemies are closer than you think. Sometimes you think the enemies are the obvious enemies, and these are not the ones who can actually cause you harm. It is ridiculous how we reduce things to a play school level. I.e., if she call a blogger name, she and that blogger they are friend. So stupid. I'm not friends with any of you. Right? If she referred to a, I'm like, do you see me on that blogger's page up and down typing? If you're gonna go down that route, the very people that wanna defend up and down that person page typing in the same breath. That's why I said the folly of it. The people who you claim are enemies and the people you claim are not enemies. Do you even know the difference? Do you even know the difference? The enemies are closer than you think. A whole lot of you are so hell-bent on tearing down anybody that support the lady, just target them. Even the one that will claim that they're in the shop. That one they are fake. That one they are fraud. That one they are fake. And they don't know shit. Don't know one thing. Nothing they don't know. And what they do, they miss the obvious ones that are writing on a face. But because them are play on a soup. On a things that them are friends. Look at how the one person then run out and one of the person then they run out and cuss me for because they claim that they have evidence that HDK are enemy. Them turn around and a cuss out them clot. I have to laugh. I have to laugh. Because it is laughable. It is hilarious. But when I listen to this situation here with this poor lady, you know, say our husband, the Jamaican husband. Now, let me address, before I go any further, Karen Douglas, I'm going to address you. Okay? You made a comment on my Facebook page when I shared the post about the lady, Metaya Bowen, who was murdered in Coral Springs, the vice mayor, Nancy Metaya Bowen. She was shot and she was killed on Wednesday, right? In a domestic incident. The husband that was arrested is Stephen Bowen. Stephen Bowen is a Jamaican man. He's been charged with the murder, right? Put on no bail. So I posted it on my Facebook. And this comment came up. Sad situation, but adding Jamaican is irrelevant. Unfortunately, too many women are being killed by their partners of all nationalities, many with children. We're living in some crazy times. My deepest condolences to the family. I'm sorry, ma'am. But saying that it's a Jamaican man again is not irrelevant. Because if you really and truly look at the statistics, Jamaica has some of the highest rates of femicide inside and outside of the islands. It is a problem for our people. So whether you think it's irrelevant or not, you're preke. Statistics say it is not irrelevant. It is very relevant. Jamaican men have got a problem when it comes to their relationships and how to let go. I am not here to defend any other race, any other nationality. Let their advocates do that. My concern with my people. And Jamaican men have got a problem. They're extremely aggressive and violent. And when it comes to exiting relationships, they do not know how to let go. And I am making a broad statement. Of course, there are exceptions to the rule. But now, the unfortunate thing is, it is the rule. And anybody else who do opposite is the exception. I want you to challenge me on that. Because comments like this get me iggy. Yeah? When you look at this beautiful woman with this man take out.
So I want to say thank you all for having us on this panel. I feel very blessed to be on a panel with such amazing women. And so being visible on purpose for me means being a great role model and representing our community in the best light. And so as someone who holds the title that I hold, being the first Haitian American, first Black woman in that seat, I want to make sure that little Black and brown girls feel that they can aspire to be me one day. So what I try to do very often is create opportunities for these individuals to shadow me, to intern with me, and also share my story on social media. Be as relatable as possible so individuals feel like this goal is attainable. So with that being said, I think it's super important when we are in these roles, in these positions, that we don't forget about who's watching us, who is trying to aspire to be like us, and making sure that we're a positive role model. I love that.
That is the woman that the Jankro take out. A woman that was breaking barriers, that was cutting through boundaries, that was the first Black female in her position, that wanted to be a role model for Black and brown girls. You understand? Ambitious, hardworking, and driven. Now, when I look into this Jankromania and what him bring to the table, my dear, I never see nothing.
Now to tragedy in Coral Springs. The husband of the city's vice mayor is facing a murder charge, accused of killing his wife. We brought you the story as breaking news tonight at 5. The city now mourning the death of Nancy Mateer Bowen. CBS News Miami's Steve Majuri is your reporter outside of the jail in Fort Lauderdale, and that's where the late vice mayor's husband will remain for now.
There was a quick hearing in court today. Stephen Bowen was denied bond after being accused of killing his wife. And today, her family is remembering her as an advocate and a leader.
Mr. Bowen, good morning, sir.
Stephen Bowen was the first person on the docket in Bondville. Bowen is charged with premeditated murder and tampering with fabricated evidence after police found his wife, the vice mayor of Coral Springs, dead inside her home. It happened during a welfare check on Wednesday. Bowen has been appointed a public defender. Mateer Bowen's sister posted this statement about the vice mayor on Instagram. Throughout her years in public office, she led with integrity, compassion, and an unwavering sense of purpose. She believed in bringing people together, listening to those she served, and working tirelessly to create positive change in her community. To us, she was a source of strength, wisdom, and love. Someone who always put others before herself. Bowen was booked into the main Broward jail in Fort Lauderdale yesterday. Chopper 4 was above as police worked out of a command center on the vice mayor's street. The chief of police did not describe the vice mayor's injuries, but said there are no other suspects at this time. Employees at City Hall leaned on each other, stunned by this turn of events.
So my heart is extremely heavy. My soul is heavy. My heart is broken. And we know that time is going to move and time is going to do its thing. But for us that are in this city, in the city hall, that have been touched or impacted by Vice Mayor Nancy Mateer Bowen, that is something, that is a loss that is going to take a lot of time to deal with.
Nancy Mateer Bowen was the first Black and Haitian American woman elected to the city commission. She was an environmental scientist by trade and was known for her environmental justice efforts. Her colleagues are still processing this loss.
There are no words that can truly capture.
Right in our house. Right in our house, right beside her, right in our bed. She wake up to our enemy every day. Every day. Now, when you look at this man's profile, because me have him profile, you're saying up people. When you look on the man profile, you not see nothing of substance. Let me try find it. You not see nothing of substance. This woman is posting all a post love, whole love speech to the man. Whole love speech she posting to the man. You understand? And this man, all you're seeing is him online. A fire gun. In a gun range. And you see, this is why I tell you, say, I have to laugh, you know. Because some of you people out here want to really dark and ignorant certain ways. Me hear one stupid blogger. I talk about how HTK falsified the documents on the CMR case. that the documents then when me post are fake documents. I never see a set of dunce so yet in my life. Me can falsify documents when me download straight from the court. The statement about everything, they fool them say me falsified, and that's why CMR get off. You see how them fool and buckabush and have no sense? Documents that were presented long before I even brought it. Eh? Yeah, you say me make them up. No, sir. Only we do answer anything if you tell lie out here and make people believe on a fact. But anyway, yeah, social spectator, yeah. And that they say, me make you up. And that's why CMR get off. Because I HGK make CMR get off. Damn fat. But anyway, these are the reasons why women do not leave these kind of men. And that is another reason why I often have mercy on Chrissy. I see them man where you see I go gun range every minute. Them is a ticking time bomb. You understand? The man not only take him wife out, people. The man used a pillow and bust the shot through the pillow. You call that a makeshift silencer. That the man do. And done the woman. You understand? And then now, him wrap her up in our sheets. And hear what Mr. Man go do. Hear what this wicked man ya go do. Him go sleep. A Tuesday night, him do what him do, you know. He went to bed. Slept downstairs in the couch. And then he slept downstairs in the couch. And then he woke up. So while him wake up and him leave the property, him left her up in his sheets. And went off to go and get rid of evidence. He went to a brethren from the lodge. Because him is a mason. Him is a mason guy, you know. Him is a mason guy. So him in the lodge. So him go to him lodge brethren. And him give the brethren. So the bag with the shotty and the bullet. You understand? And him tell the brethren to take it out. And him not tell the brethren say him just commit a crime. The one from the lodge. Him them go to him uncle. And I just saw him confess and give uncle one of the bag. I don't know what the evidence there is. Some see clothes or whatever. And give the uncle that. And said to the uncle, say, him take out the wife. Then the uncle now is the one who called the police. But of course, you know, say the uncle will give him little time to give himself distance. Call the police and say, my nephew just confess, say him do the do with him wife, you know. Come and do whatever, you know, or whatever. And that's how, so him get arrested. Them find him and them arrest him. Right? But the intention was to corrupt evidence, to hide his trail and possibly get away with it. Or if not, make the evidence, render the evidence so useless. Because so much hand upon the sitting now. Implicate all him lodge brother. His reasoning so far, because we have not had the full statement made public, his reasoning so far is, him can't take it no more. He can't take it anymore. What can't he take anymore? What can't he take anymore? This beautiful woman, what can't he take anymore? Let me tell you something, even if Bonagi, even if there is no reason here to do what he did. You understand? Why him never take out himself? I don't know. Him take out this woman. Hold on. I'm gonna find something and show you. I'm gonna find something and show you. Hold on.
I chose integrity.
Right,
When I
hold
think
on.
about integrity.
I'm gonna find something and show you. This wicked man. I don't know if them take down our house here. Yes. So this is her account. She's not even that popular. Look at that. 3.4K friends, right? You know that in December, she lost her brother. Her brother had taken his own life because he has schizophrenia. It's like said that this was hanging around this lady, right? And that was December 2025. But see here, look how she post about the man. Watch there. Her statements. 3 years of building, dreaming, and loving each other. So this is 2025, you know. So this would have been their 4th year of marriage, you know, people. 3 years plus she married to this wicked man. 3 years of building, dreaming, and loving each other through everything. Happy anniversary. See it there? Stephen Bowen. We are going, I'm sitting now. Big old Jamaica right there, so. About prayers for Jamaica. Big Lodge movement, all I raise money for Lodge. You understand? All I raise money for Lodge. Face boy. All of the things them. Yeah? All of the things them what the woman them love. Right? Dark and handsome. Though. See me so? In the Lodge. She don't know him really. No. But here is this guy. But we don't know how long they dated, you know, to be fair. We don't know how long they dated. Me have to mute this car music probably dep on it. Right? See me out? With the whole them guys. Lads boy. He's a lads boy. See him there in a Mason suit. Yeah? See the lads boy. Lads boy. Lads boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. A them kind of man, yeah. Now look. Film speciality this. You see it? Range. Marks out. As I said to you, so there's a reason why such woman are left such man. A whole of these women are operating in fear. Fear of these kind of consequences. Fear of losing their life. And will endure and put up with so much. Because walking away can lead to their fatality. So many times, people present this facade of a perfect union. A perfect marriage. Everything is floral and beautiful. And when you take a stop, appears sourness inside. You understand? Because this man has said he can't take it anymore. I really and truly don't believe him just lose it like that. I believe she would have had to have seen red flags and signs. He stated that he was experiencing a panic attack. He called his mother the day before the incident took place and said that he needs to talk to his wife because he's experiencing a panic attack. What is he panicking about? When somebody experiencing a panic attack, it is highly likely because something very serious is at stake. Is it that the lady said, me I go leave you? Is it that the lady said it is over and I'm gonna file for a divorce? Why it is that this man is having a panic attack? I bet you know. Either that or she might find out something about him. But anything that she gonna find out, bro Shaka. Because say if she find it out, she go splurt, you know. And that in itself blow the man mind, you know, because he might think say if she go, you know, Nothing now go on for me, you know. She probably all pay for him lodge fee. Because it's not a free thing, you know. It is a substantial cost to be a member of the lodge. You understand? Shame I got up on him. Yeah, we saw here. We saw here what it is. But either way, you take it for him to turn around and do that. And I use a pillow. Which means the struggle was either minimal or she asleep or whatever. We go find out. Can you wrap up in a sheet suggesting the dip on the bed? And we hear say pillow involved with burn mark through the pillow, which suggests a makeshift silencer. So he make sure so the sound not hear or him suffocate or whatever. You understand? So this guy was clearly scared of whatever was going to happen with this woman. Now I come across, and these are the things that really disgust me when I hear people refer to, oh, she like bad man and all this stuff there. I like them rough, yes, but not bad. No. Not into that. Them kind of man there. Me not in that. I don't like soft and wussy man, yes. But no man that is going to raise their hand to a woman can ever be by my side. No man that can ever hurt somebody unnecessarily can ever be by my side. And a lot of us celebrate these kind of people. We listen to men be downright abusive to women and we enjoy that. We celebrate that. We find that entertaining. You understand? When I listen to this voice note, I will make a share with you now. I said to myself, so this girl here, she don't realize, say, she is in the process of nurturing a potential killer. You hear these kind of things and you don't see the red flag. And you think this kind of behavior is normal. Listen to this. This is a white female who is with a Jamaican male. She never answered her phone when he was trying to reach her. Listen this.
A call for my Jamaican man for 15 minutes.
You make sure say I don't know money having a blood clot here, and that man a blood clot tell you, my girl. That me I tell you, make sure say I don't know money in the car, you know. That me a blood clot tell you, that matter of fact, you know. 5 minutes away from the fire bomb clot here to you know. That me I tell you to you know. Say the man feel like say the man come off fire, you know. Just tell them say you know. Reverse blood clot back, you know. That me I tell you, you know. Make sure say I don't know money in the car. That me a bomb clot tell you to you. The next one to you know. Man, fuck up your blood clot. You say wait till me walk up, man. Everything get fuck up. You hear that? You know, I tell you that, you know. Me now call back your blood clot phone again. You say, any you get a message, I call back my blood clot phone in space of 1 minute. A message
real voice note in a listen.
Remember, my friend, remember this blood clot. Everything off of your face at the right off. You hear that? You better go for the blood clot 911 or buy 11 or try 11 because remember what I tell you, you know. Go on blood clot play a game with money here. Go on bomb clot play a game with money here. I feel like this a blood clot, but say here. You better tell a pussy that now make we buck up here. Because anyway we buck up. Remember. My bad story. Come
listen
like,
to this now.
Crazy a while ago and them things now, I tell you a while ago. Like, come like, you heard me too much, baby. You know, some love you like crazy, baby. Oh, dear man, you don't know. I know, dog, you know, bad man have the whole of the love for you, baby. Bad man love you having my friend. Bad man full of love, and you know that I played bad man out, my friend. Them things they hurt me, but I apologize for all of them things that I said to you, baby. God, man, you know, I love you to my death, man. I'm my wife for life, man. Believe me, man. Love and love alone, baby, man. I want to you, man, and you hurt me up so, man. So, a long time, if you tell me them things they say, I not want to say what you said to you, but I tell you my apologies. I say, I love you from my heart, man. Bless up yourself, baby, man. I want to you, man. Love and love alone, no baby. I mean, alone have the heart of love for you, I mean, know you love me too, you know, but you just draw me out a while ago crazy, baby, man. I tell you the truth, like, Unbelievable, you hear that? I love you, man, you see me? Real life. Love and love alone, baby. No,
Of
love
course,
you.
bro Shaka.
Baby, I was just at the grocery store. I'm not really sure why you're tripping. I love you. I'm gonna be home.
In the kitchen, I'm sit down, man.
You hear that?
Not answer.
The way the man has stammer. The way the man has stammer, the man tell her, say, any how him did then near her, him take off piece of her face. Which man? Which man? Even if me too afraid for leave, when me done with you, you can't walk. You can't walk, you can't talk, you can't eat without help. May I tell you? Abusive men. And when I went into the comments, wait, people are saying, no man can talk to me like that, Ray. This a woman here, one of the white one, you know, one of the white one, here. Hold on. I am messed up, as I would love to have a man who does this. This is the woman now we post it. We all do. White women. Them a think say this cute. Them a think say this a love. Them a think say this a possession. Yes? And when a man love you, him go the extreme. That's a real couple that I made you listen to. A real couple. Any man that you have that does that kind of flip. Yes, you see, one switch just flip on so and him just go from 0 to 100 real quick. Is a danger to himself and a danger to you. And then now, when he come right down, it's like, say, is the opposite personality you're dealing with. That is a man with mental health crisis. It is a man who cannot control his emotions. And if you ever want to see what that man is capable of, don't do it, you know. But if you ever do it, tell that man say you're going to leave. Tell him say you're going to leave. And you will know exactly what you're dealing with and which God you serve. You understand?
My God, man, I got through the life here with me, and I don't have to tell you. I find out every time me tell you to do something for me.
Listen. See a man.
Phone, your bum clot, you know. Every time I come over your phone, I'm thinking say I talk to somebody where your blood clot for that important. I'll be a blood clot. Live, your bum clot, if I live, blood clot, you know. Yeah, for the other day, you know, me I watch out to think, you know. That me have to tell you, you know. Me see a jump on man live, a man a ball out, and him boss. Star. My. Star, my, them bumbo clot. Make them go look at star, in them blood clot life, and my girl, let me tell you this, man. My star, and my star. My, and my girl, me no want you go over the man live. And the man a ball out, and him boss. Star. My. Like you and them blood clot there. I mean, alone for a ball out, and him so hard. You understand? As a matter of fact, you gotta stop by some people life, you know. That me have to tell you, you know. The real life, you know. My star, you know.
Hey, Kim.
A man go look at my, and star feet.
Hey, big up yourself. Yeah, man. Yes, we're just here talking about it. And so many women do not see the red flags. Now, this brother here that I am playing is a TikToker and his missus, his wife. Two of them married, Jamaican man and a white woman. And look at how he tries to control her. A lot of us are in these situations. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. Big up yourself. A lot of us are in these situations where the men are even dictating who you speak to. You go in at your workplace, you can't make him know, say you're working with a male. You have to tell him, say, appear woman in your workplace. You can't make them know, say, you're going to a meeting with man. All them kind of something that you have to hide and seek because he's trying to curtail your access because you're not supposed to talk to no other man but them, as though they're the only man in the world. Their insecurities they use to control you, to ring fence your behavior and even your development growth. and your wealth. Because if you get a promotion, that's going to mean that you are going to earn 10 times more, but it means that you're going to be in the company of lots of men. Them same one would tell you, say, don't take it and stop your progress because of their insecurities inside. They're scared of losing you. They're scared you're going to go up there, you're going to meet somebody that is more on your level because them really look up to you, but them jealous of you. We're living in a society where, yes, you hear the anger, very, very controlling. We're living in a society where Black women tend to be more able to break through the glass ceiling barrier than Black men. Facts. They're more likely to let through one of we than one of them. Because they don't find us intimidating. They find our kings intimidating. So oftentimes when you look at the dynamics of a household with a Black woman and a Black man, it is rarely the case that both are equal earners. Often it is the woman that earns a bit more than the man. Yes. So you end up with the woman being the main breadwinner in many instances. And if that man's ego is not strong enough to deal with that, the jealousy, the enmity, the anger that comes with it. Because you tell him, say, you know, want to do this. You hear, say, achoo, you put food on the table. You feel you can talk to bad man like you think say bad man a little picnic. Him don't look at you and say that the two of you are partners. Let us work through things together. And of course, some women, some women do flex too much when they are the ones that are in the position of control and power financially. Rather than looking at it like, listen, the two of us are building an empire. What is mine is yours. We work together. And vice versa. What is yours is mine. We work together. Right? But some man ego can't take it. So anyway, this brother here.
That blood clot self. Got me have to tell someone.
Baby, what are you talking about for real? Like what live? What are you talking about? TikTok? Maybe those are TikTok friends. I don't know them people. Like we friends on TikTok. We cool. That's it. I shoot a couple of gifts here, there. Like, what do you mean?
You can ask me bumbo clock, but when me I talk about, if I bumbo clock live on TikTok. So live on TikTok, you see a bumbo clock thing, my friend. You come tell me about if I live on blood clot TikTok. So live on TikTok, when you call live, I don't see a blood clot TikTok, tell you on TikTok with bumbo clock, man, about blood clot, start. Babe, let me tell you this, man. In real life. You see that star there with me, get them a ball out? But I then go in the sky, go catch one of them and bring down from blood clot earth. Yeah? Me love the love where you go over there, go give, you know. Me not disrespect that. Me love the love and the, you know, me love where you go over, go show them love.
Leggy?
But what hurt me the most? Them a call out your name more than harder. They don't mean around you call out your blood clot. They're like, oh, what go on? Like, I'm a human, you know. I'm if you call out your name so hard, you know, like star, my, why? I'm if you do this.
And she posted this proudly because she's showing the world that her man loves her. Her man loves her. She posted it proudly. Of course she must run. Me afraid, Anna. Me say when me listen it, me say no, sir. And me this I pack up my Gucci men's under the quiet, you know. I look for the nearest opportunity for splurt. Huh? Sometimes the enemies that we are looking for are right in our house, right under our nose. And all of us must reflect when instead of pointing fingers left, right, and center, thinking that the world is against us, sometimes the enemy is even inside us. The enemy is even inside of you. Your weakness is your enemy. Your inability to see the red flags is an enemy. Your slowness to leave is an enemy. Your identifying badmanism as love is an enemy. You wanting men that will harm others is an enemy. All of them things there is enemy. Enemy to your progress, enemy to your mortality, enemy to your development, enemy to your happiness, your peace, your joy, enemy to all of that. This woman never allow man to talk to you like that, the way my dog. Exactly. This may become evidence one day. And that's why I decided to document it. Because the more I listen to it, you know, Leggy, when I was listening to it, I was like, why she post this? Is it that a part of this woman is afraid? Is it that a part of her is afraid? Because she posted like she say, Ray, when a Jamaican man love you, and when a Jamaican man this and that. But it really makes me wonder if she's using Sykes. And she's posting it because she's wanting somebody else to save her. You see what I'm saying? Bro Shaka says that he's proud to say, I'm not afraid to say that my empress makes more than me because I'm secure within myself. Exactly. Because it's how the society set up. Them give our black men a hard time when it comes to rising. Right? And it is usually the case. It is usually the case. You understand? But it's how the things are managed on the inside. So like I said, house enemies, people on the inside, and even your own self can cause a destruction, right? And when I listen to conversations that are revolving around who is an enemy and who is not an enemy, I often say, go and stand and look at the man in the mirror or the woman. You understand? Because oftentimes the behavior that you perpetuate when you are busy trying to point a finger at an enemy, when you are busy trying to point, all of these fingers here are pointing back at you. Because you often bring the division, bring the attack because of what's going on inside. And I'm telling you that the time you waste trying to split people from people and saying who's enemy and who's not enemy, looking at one a yard. Your very partner where a screw round the place is your enemy. The one who thinks that you are not worthy accepting to finance his enjoyment and his lifestyle is your enemy. The one who would allow his friends to destroy your reputation is your enemy. Time you spend, I find out if HDK are the enemy. Looking at your house. You understand? The enemy from within, that's it. I look at it and I laugh because I don't need to come out here and beat up my chest and prove nothing to nobody. The way I look at life is, if you make a statement, about somebody, come with your evidence. If you are caught up in your feelings, you're entitled to be caught up in your feelings. But I'm going to tell you this. Those feelings are a reflection of what your issues are on the inside. Your insecurities, your failings, your embarrassments that really and truly you'd like company to share. because you've made foolish decisions and you're hoping that the next person make the same foolish decision that you make. It will never happen. It will never, ever happen. I was saying that lots of women feel this way. The statement is in parenthesis and meant to be sarcastic on. Oh, we're not talking about. I hope they're not arguing it all. Yes, a lot of them feel as some man feel love you. Exactly. A lot of them feel as some man feel love you. Men are not supposed to love you like that. They're not. They're not supposed to love you like that. No man is supposed to tell you, say, you can't go on your social media. You can't interact with other people regardless of their gender. And if them see a gift, somebody, if them see a gift somebody, then is a man. Is a man I look you and you look the man. You understand? When you see some man all guard up your front. I've heard of situations where women come home and their men are smell testing them. Testing their parts to see if they've been active on the outside. Now you tell me, if he doesn't trust you enough and if he didn't have to do that to you, that's a reason for you to leave. It's not that. And then after he abuses you, he turns around and he goes, I truly love you, babes, and I love you, and the love just mad me, and me can't control myself. When me think about losing you, me just lose myself, and it makes you feel better. Makes you feel as though you're valuable, right? It makes you feel as though, I love my man, love me, why am I going somebody now? Lord Jesus, my love and my name. That love that he claims that he has for you may be your undoing one day, may take your life one day. Been through that. Big up yourself, Camille. And well done for walking away. Me tell you, say, I have seen situations where, remember I told you that I used to work in domestic abuse. I was a domestic abuse officer. I've seen situations where women get brought up to foreign country with them husband. Them husband hold on upon them passport. Basically, them abuse them, but them said to them so them can't travel, they can't go nowhere without them passport. So them hold on upon them passport and treat them how they want to treat them. Oftentimes, these women run off, them don't have them papers because the man hold the passport as hostage. I asked the woman, one woman that experienced this, and she said that, I said, did he ever hit you? No, never hit her. But verbally, he abused her. You know, he would say some horrible things to her, treat her real bad. He would withhold her passport and he would give her an allowance. If he thought she wasn't being good, meaning that she never give him enough intimacy or whatever, he would reduce the allowance. He would expect her to cook for the whole household with the allowance. Sometimes the allowance barely could cover and leave anything back for her to even afford to buy her feminine products. She said she sometimes had to use towel because she never have nothing leave over from the allowance to buy her feminine product, and he would not allow her to work. You hear that? He was the main breadwinner. He never allowed her to work. When she ran away with nothing. When we sought for her to get her stay and her independence of this man, on the basis of domestic abuse, the type of domestic abuse was immigration abuse, financial abuse, something that a lot of women go through, where they hold on to your passport and hold on to your papers and hold you at ransom for it. We've heard about it a lot when it comes to trafficking. It happens in relationships too. You understand? So if he loves me and treats me bad, then if he will always love me, me will always get bad treatment. You deserve better. Absolutely. I don't play those games. Yes. You understand? These are the things that a lot of women are putting up with and thinking that it is love. It is better to be alone than to go through that. It is better to be single than to go through that. Have your peace of mind, your sanity, your security, your safety, your life. No man no worth that. The moment you see those red flags, let me tell you something. Don't tell people that you're going. Don't tell him that you're going. The smart ones that get out of relationships that are abusive, them not talk, so them a go. Tell you what you do. You pack a bag. You put clothes in there for 3 days. You put money in there. Enough for you to buy meals for 3 nights, 3 days. So you save, you pack it all away. Your papers, you might not be able to get the original. Take pictures or photocopies of them. You hear? Pictures of them. Because all you need are the name, the number of the documents. Right? You're going to forward those pictures to a friend, somebody, anybody where you know with. Now go deal with the person at all. Somebody want to know the person. And say, keep these for me. Somebody you trust though, you know. Right? Keep a copy of these for me. Or you email it to an email address where you make up. Email the copies to yourself if you don't have nobody. And delete them from your phone. Yes? And you see the moment you can, especially even if you have kids, you pack bag for them. You see them bag there, you don't keep them at the house. You not keep them at the house. You have to either you have a friend where you keep it, and if you have to keep it at your house, you have to make sure so wherever you hide that, him can't see it. Right? And you see the moments him either gone out with him brethren them or him gone somewhere. That are your time. You grab it and you go. And you're going to make sure so you have a list of numbers. The nearest shelter. Yes. Women's refuge. All of that. And if you can't do any better, and you're afraid so till you go to the police station. And you let them know so you're not going back. Because if you're going back, you fear for your life. Them can't bring you back. And you tell nobody. And we come back from wherever. When he come back, you know, they're there. Can't find you. Throw away your SIM card or take out the SIM card and put in another SIM card in your phone so he can't reach you. The next person you're going to hear from either the police or your lawyer. Yes. Never tell an abusive man you're going to leave. Because statistics has shown that this is the time when women will lose their life. Be methodological. Be systematic. HTK favorite word. Plan. Plan and leave. Like a thief in the night. Some men lock you in the house when they leave home. Tell you something. That is an extreme case. That is an extreme case. That is a Hollywood situation. And I'm not saying it don't happen, but that is an extreme case. Because you must have to come out of the house one day. You must have to come out of the house one day. Every woman have to either go doctor at some point or something. Something has to happen. If a man is locking you in the house, that is more than crime. That is kidnapping. That is sex trafficking. Change the phone. He may have location on you by tracking the phone. Yes. You understand? But I'm giving you ways that if it can work in your situation, use them. Me can't say that can work in every situation. But as a DA officer, that is what we used to train women to understand, to help them. When they used to call, but them couldn't come. And them think that we talk to them, and we make sure, so when you call, no call by your mobile phone, you call from a phone box, we check where them calling from. You understand? Before we give them the advice on what they need to do to get out. And it will only happen when you're ready. Up yourself. When you're mentally ready. Because women will go through so much before they decide to leave. But whatever you do, don't let it end up like this amazing woman that was so promising. This woman here from Florida, don't make it end up like her. Like her. And not a soul come and tell me about how being Jamaican does not matter. It matters. Our men have a problem with letting go. They don't know how to walk away from a relationship. They don't know how to handle when it's over. Any one of our men that does, they are an exception to the rule. So if you want to go and be concerned about the other men in the rest of the world, as well as ours, be my guest. But I am focusing on mine. And my people need to know the problems and recognize them and challenge them. Boys in school need to have counseling sessions in school about relationships and how to handle rejection. Because if you don't catch them from they're young, a problem when them turn man. And the schools and the churches are clearly failing because we all know that some parents just won't listen or they're caught in a cycle themselves. They are failing to have these kind of discussions. That part of the curriculum is underplayed. Just like how safeguarding is underplayed in Jamaican schools. Lots of women use the reason as staying for the kids as an excuse. And the kids and the damage that the kids experience when they grow up in an abusive home, it is irreparable. A lot of us go through that and think that by staying for the kids' them sake, we're doing the kids a favor, and the kids will grow into adults that turn around and tell you, Mom, I wish you had left. You understand? A lot of women think they can't leave because of immigration matters. And I'm telling you that once that is a part of your experience, your immigration sorted. Leave. The moment you can document it and prove it. Just every time you lick you, take a picture. Every bruise, take a picture. If you can record him while he might tell you some dirty things, record him. And I'm telling you, do this regardless of whether or not you are going to report immediately. Again, another technique. Send everything where you have. If you don't have a friend where you can trust, send it to a WhatsApp. Create another WhatsApp. Get a SIM that's free. Create another WhatsApp. Send it to the WhatsApp there. Delete it from your phone. Hide that SIM there. Women, we have to learn how to use our heads so that we can save our lives. Use your head and save your life. You understand? This Stephen Boehm would take out his wife like that. Look upon him. Them kind of man, yeah. Though a lot of women like them kind of man, you know. So them kind of man, you know, my kind of man anyway. Rasta to me thing. Everybody would have think, oh, nice man. Man say him take our life because he couldn't take anymore. What could have caused that? He couldn't take anymore. What could have caused that? The man built a silencer with a pillow. put it through and take down my life. Wrap her up in a sheet. Then wicked man take the shotty and the ammo to him brethren from the lodge and don't even tell the brethren where he used the shotty for. So the man fingerprint the hard bout pan it, hard bout to touch it up. Huh? I hope them give him life. Guys, do you know if they had children? I don't think they did. I'm not getting the impression that children were there yet. I really and truly hope not, because I've not seen any article refer to kids. So I don't think they had children. You understand? So that is one blessing. That's one good thing. If they didn't have children, that's one good thing. That there is no child left motherless. So that means him set up him own brethren. Yes, they've got him on premeditated murder, you know. Premeditated, you know. And on a crime of passion, this, you know, them said premeditated, you know. The man think it through. Whatever he was doing, he thought it through. It was the fact that he took a pillow proved that it premeditated, though. If him using a pillow as a makeshift silencer, the man knew what he was doing, did not want to alert anyone else to what he was doing. He thought it through step by step. Step by step, he thought it through. So when I'm sure people are wondering, like, why HDK got so angry when people were comparing her husband to a gunman and stuff like that. These are the kind of stereotypes that are extremely dangerous for our Black men. Very dangerous. Because there are some that are definitely gunmen. Definitely wickeds. And when you have the select few who are good, why should we not fight to protect that? When we have enough of these, when you have an exception to the rule. But they are so busy selling lies, because that is all them good for. When you leave a relationship, don't go live with your parents or any family member or friends that your partner knows where they live. The Jamaican parents and daughter were, yes, that whole family that was gunned down by the husband who could not let go. Disappear when you left them. The women that we helped, we had helped them move from London all the way to the Midlands. Send them up north. So them don't know what them partner don't know where they gone. You understand? Women who are looking for shelters and refuges just try to get one out of state, far. You understand? If you know it's particularly dangerous, especially. Wouldn't it just be easier to divorce and ask for alimony? Yeah, it would be easier. But a whole heap of them, you know what their biggest problem is, these men? They can't imagine somebody else having them. They don't want to leave them so somebody else has them. And then their loss is in their face every day, making them feel less and less of a man. They're so insecure and their masculinity is so fragile that just the thought of imagining that another man has taken the woman and probably living a life, a happy life, when they had failed at that relationship, is enough to drive them insane. So them can't imagine that. So them would have rather a case of, if I can't have you, nobody else can have you. Yes, you can't have that stigma attached to an innocent man. Exactly. Right? Some will say, my father beat my mother and she never left, so I will stay. Not me. Can't take beating. And this is the thing. When we show our children those examples, we create a cycle of abuse. It gets repeated over and over again. You understand? We repeat the cycle because children trauma bond. They're going to end up saying, this is how my parents showed love, and they're still together and they've achieved great things. So why do I feel as though it can't be my portion too? And they will do it. They'll repeat it. I'd be so sad. Let's take it up to 100 likes, please, and thanks. 170 of you are on the live, right? 3 more, please. But I'm saying, guys, that's why, you see, for this Good Friday, my ad they come out, my come and talk about other things. You understand that whole thieving situation with our government? I had to talk about that because I know a lot of Jamaicans did not understand it. It isn't mixed up, no. It is not baga baga, no. And I know that it would have gotten less views, but it doesn't matter. For the 800 that watched that video, I appreciate you because you're the ones who are seeking the knowledge. And a lot of Jamaicans will continue to have the wool pulled over their eyes because they don't take in information like this unless it's presented in a way that is about mix up or is a pro PNP or pro JLP thing. My platform is neither party, you understand? But when wrong is wrong, I will speak about it. Right? Just like when right is right, we speak about it. But you know, for this Good Friday, it just made me realize how much people will go out of their way to paint others as enemies when really and truly the enemy is within or in your immediate surrounding. And that is a fact. That is a fact. The enemy is within or within your immediate surrounding. Right? And the more they do certain things, the more they reveal and expose who they are. And it's only a matter of time. Anyway, bless up your nice clean self. Thank you so much. 105 likes. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please do enjoy your fish bami festival and bread today. And your bun and cheese. Some people are going to eat bun and fish. We know some never try it yet. Eat the bun with the fried fish. Never try it yet, but might have to go try it today. But enjoy your Easter and enjoy your Easter weekend as well. And I will probably come on again on the weekend, either the Saturday or the Sunday, to have a chat with you. Have yourself a wonderful day. This is your girl, HHK, and I'm out. Bye.